Hello and welcome to the channel, YouTube world. I took the plunge and I got a subscription to WoW for a month. Thought it'd be something I could talk about a little bit, almost like a gamer vlog. I'm not really doing any guides or anything fancy or special. Every time I play, it could be something different, could be the same. Could be like watching a hockey game or a basketball game. It's always the same thing, people trying to get the shit in the net. But I still enjoy it thoroughly. So, right now, at this particular time, I'm trying to slowly catch up my rogue on getting a dagger that I want. In WoW, you can transmogrify your items. You can farm old raids so that you can make them look like any weapon that you've ever attained. So, like for instance, this actual dagger is old, but I have the skin apply to my new weapon. This is the one that I'm focusing on that's rogue exclusive. See how this one looks? That's on stage 2. Once I complete stage 3, look what it would then look like. That's one of my favorite weapons in the whole world ever. So once I get that, I don't know if that's going to make me motivate myself to want to play the rogue more, because of the visual aesthetic of it, right? Like just the whole visual thing about it. And how you can pretty much stealth twice because you can vanish.
You must make haste.
Now, when it comes to the druid, because I'm on a time restriction, I don't have that much time to work on my channel, and I've mentioned that before, and World of Warcraft is a huge time sink. I've also decided that only playing one character would be ideal. And I've narrowed it down to either the Troll Rogue or my Zandalari Troll Druid. Okay, silence, I'm trying to record. So with the Druid, as we all know, you can do range DPS, you can do melee, you can stealth, you can be a flashy glowing cat, right? I can be a bear, so I can tank, melee DPS, range DPS, I can heal, I can literally do everything. And it's a lot of fun, whereas the rogue, and I'm not saying it's not fun, all I'm saying is the rogue is, you know, it's pew pew, bang bang, either with swords or daggers. It's more or less the same playstyle. You're stealthing, right? Your approach and the... I suppose how you play is a tad different, but I mean ultimately it's the same crap, right? And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, because like I said, I'm huge on like outfits and stuff like that. Transmogging your uniform, whatever you want to call it, and your weapons, even your weapon enchantments. Like, look at that. Look at those gaudy things for daggers. Like, I'm sorry, but that looks cool. So, to me, that's quite an appealing thing. Now, let's go ahead and open up these gem clusters. As you can see, you get these usually 1 to 3 clusters per raid boss in Dragon Souls. And then each one will give you about half a dozen at a time. I started with about 103 when I came in here just about 5 or 10 minutes ago. And we are now just a little under 200 left. So I went from 103... I went up about 30, roughly. So it's going to take a while, right? Because you can't farm raids indefinitely. You have to wait for their cooldown every week. And I can only go... to the Dragon Souls once a week.
It seems
if you're curious,
are the heroes of legend.
I am trying to talk. Thank you.
The aspects have already gathered.
Silence.
Your arrival. Go now.
Kalimdor. We're in Kalimdor. We are south of Orgrimmar. We're in Tenaris Desert. Now, I know I'm talking to you like you've never seen WoW, you've never played WoW. I can't assume what you know and don't know. So I just figure I'll talk to you like you don't know, so that now you do know what it is I'm doing. It's a 25-man raid. This is something that occurred. I have to think, and I don't like that. Was it Cataclysm? No, it was not Cataclysm. Oh my goodness. Cataclysm in 90... 110. Oh, that's item level 110. I'm not gonna lie, it was a few expansions ago. Right now I'm not like stressed out. But I'm just kind of like,
the dragon's soul is too great.
I'm a little rusty on my knowledge.
Reaching forces within it may be the doom of us all.
Then truly, we are lost.
Not necessarily. I believe, yes, it just might work.
Don't be shy,
The
man.
focusing iris within the Eye of
I like doing that.
may allow us to converge the magical matrix contained within the dragon.
I'm not good at it.
Man.
But he's like, yeah, man.
I see.
I dig it.
We can finally turn Deathwing's
I know, that's
power
cringy.
back against
And that's why I'm doing it. Because I enjoy doing that voice or trying to do the troll voice.
It is a trap, carefully laid for us at this crucial
Loktar,
moment.
friend. What is it you wish?
Loktar! No, I can't do that voice. Not
We
even
have no
close.
choice. We must have faith in our allies.
Then I will open the way into the Eye of Eternity. You must not fail, hero.
Oh,
The future of Azeroth hinges on your actions.
don't you worry about me. Don't you worry, man. Yeah, that was bad. Sometimes I've done it, like, where I listen to my voice, like, live, so I can hear, like, my voice. And I can kind of, like, fine-tune it to make it sound half-decent. But if I don't do that, or I don't practice it often, it gets quite cringy. And, I just don't care. Like I said, I have fun being a little silly. A long time ago, I used to actually have to come here, and I had to pickpocket her. And that was part of the quest for the rogue.
You stumbled foolishly into a trap.
Yeah, it's hardly a trap.
Just yet, little pups. We'll cleanse this world of your
I can promise you I ain't a pup. And also with my new graphics card, I forgot to mention that I'm running this bitch at 60 frames a second on ultra settings, and it feels good. I haven't been able to do that in a long time, and I rarely get a stutter. It feels good. It really does. Because this game is more CPU intensive than GPU intensive. Well, maybe not more, but it's a highly intensive game from a CPU perspective.
You crossed the storm, cowards. You pack.
And I'm just glad to see that my i7 6700 non-overclocked is excuse me, is holding up. So again, we've been getting a couple of clusters at a time. I'm not going to go as far as doing Deathwing at the end because he's really complicated. This is more like one of those things where I'm going to pick away at it here and there. I should have joined for a battleground, but I didn't, to try to get my conquest up. We also no longer have an invasion. Every day, sometimes once to twice a day, you'll get an invasion. That's world PvP quests. And what you'll do is you'll just do the world objectives that keep resetting, like these ones, like this one, 20 hours, it'll be over. Oh, this one, I could get this 415 ring if I did it. Oh, I already got a 440 ring and a 420, don't need to do it. Like, you know what I mean? And it'll award you conquest, and then conquest will basically give you gear. So here's the conquest bar. I know my fat pumpkin head's in the way, but this is the conquest bar. So when you do PvP stuff, that gives you conquest. So if I do a battleground and I win, this epic one, the big 40 on 40, have a chance to receive 425 gear, kind of scales to my item level, respectively. I'll get 65 conquest for the first one of the day. This one I'll get 40. Those objectives I do, I can earn up to about 60 to 80 conquest points roughly each day, and your cap is 500 each week. So if you do your daily objectives PvP every day, you'll be able to do it, and then here's what you get. It's a sample reward. Doesn't mean I'll get that one right there, but it will be a helm. So it tells you it's a helm, but the stats you get to choose, because there's usually like a combination of a few different attribute variations, if you will. So you can choose from that. So I'll get a 445 helm when I have a 435 helm. That'll probably bring my item level from 437 to 438. Just slowly kind of creeping up there. And it allows me to do that without having to do arena. I used to be highly competitive in World of Warcraft. I used to be above average, is what I'll leave it at. And,
troubled.
yeah.
What brings you to me?
I used to be half decent. I was quite pleased with my performance.
Excellent.
But
We will begin the ritual at
now I'm
once.
not as good. I'm rusty. I play multiple games, multiple characters. I take 2-3 months at a time. You get rusty, plain and simple. So I'm just not as good of a player anymore. But I'd like to think with my rambling, you know, maybe I was thinking of even live streaming this game a little bit. It's still fairly popular enough of a game. And even though I'm not Asmongold and I'm not Swifty or Soda Poppin' or any of those well-known WoW people that are well-known for either being good or funny or whatever, or Hazelnutty Games, Nutty Sack Games, Hazelnuts, Hazel Eyes, I don't remember her name, but she's pretty cool. And she does WoW tips and stuff like that, and she, you know, she's got that personality, and people like to hang out with her and watch her when she live streams. So, yeah, it would help. It would help if I started the encounter, otherwise we're going to be here all frickin' day. So that's basically what I'm going to be working on, is getting these clusters every week. It's going to take a while. It's probably going to take a couple of months, actually, to be honest with you. If I'm only able to get... Ooh, Deathwing.
In my absence,
wouldn't mind him as a pet.
twisting your pitiful whelps into mindless abominations bent
40.
only to my will. It was a very painful process.
About a month. In about a month I should get it.
My coach no longer. Bring them down.
Take them out. So that'll be exciting. At least for me it will be. I'm also close to rank 10, as you can see, for honor level in PvP. Like, as you get more kills, and, you know, you get some points, the bar fills up, and then my next rank, I'll be rank 10. Because I haven't really done any PvP. That'll unlock another cat form and a bear form for my druid, which I will be playing in this video after I'm done doing what it is I'm doing in here. So I'll be able to show you that a little bit as well. So this is the kind of video I could see myself, you know, recording for maybe up to an hour. I mean, I'd rather not make such long videos. But World of Warcraft, in my opinion, isn't really something that you can just record for 5 or 10 minutes. Maybe 20 minutes to a half hour. 20 minutes tends to be sort of like my magic number. I never reach it. I never stick to that number, but ideally that's what I'd like to do. But for now, like I said, as I'm playing this and I'm kind of doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that, kind of spreading myself thin between two characters, trying to reassert myself as to where I should stand on what character to play. I know that I definitely don't have the time to play two characters. I mean, I do, but I refuse to invest double the time just to keep my rogue and my druid up because I'm too overly obsessed with the visual presentation of having gaudy weapons with big flashy enchants on them. So I don't even know if I usually have throw knife or something like that. Actually, I might even fail this encounter. I think yes, I'm gonna fail it. I'm usually combat, so I can shoot the pistol. Ah, that really blows. If I did, I'll just have to pause the recording and start the battle on my own, maybe. No one's gonna wanna watch that. Well, maybe we'll have to see. It's a lesson learned. Yeah, I have no way of hitting him. I just have none. None whatsoever.
Mere welts, experiments, a means to a greater end. You will see what the
But yeah, all that purple fire is annoying.
Sinistra, they were nothing. Now you face my ultimate creation.
Oh, good. Okay. It looks like he's going to unleash.
Of twilight is nigh. The sun sets on your pitiful
Mortal existence. Yeah, well, we'll see about that.
There's a great disturbance in the balance approaching.
Good.
Chaos burns my mind.
I am the beginning of the end. The shadow which blots out
Yeah.
the bell which tolls your doom. For this
Oh, and then the other thing that's really cool is because I'm subscribed to WoW, I can also play Classic. Like, just casually. Here I am talking about, oh, I don't want to do too much of a grind. And now I'm talking about, like, the absolute ultimate grind of all. And that's, like, freaking Classic WoW. What do we got here? We still got two.
Our power now resides within the dragon soul. Our fate lies with you, Earth.
Well. Actually, I'm just gonna open it so I can loot everything in one shot.
I will not fail you. I will not fail this world.
I love Thrall. He's awesome. Such a noble orc. Oh, what happened? Oh, cutscene. I'll just play it for a second. "17 minutes. Almost 20 minutes. I think I'm gonna wrap it up here, as in, like, not the video, and you're like, oh, damn it, I thought I was off the hook. I mean, like, with Dragon Souls. I can go further and get more of those cluster clutches, those shadowy gems. However, I'm just not motivated to do so.
We must stop him now.
So I could go on the ship, do another battle, get a little bit more. I'm saying, forget about it. I'm good, you know what I mean? So, right now, man, I just don't know what to do. Right now, I'm at 437 eye level on my rogue. So what we're gonna do, there's gotta be a quicker way than that. Well, I guess I can hearth. Yeah, whatever. Let me just hearth. Because I can go to Orgrimmar, I can go downstairs. There's now a portal room if you've been out of the World of Warcraft loop for a while. And there's a way to come to the Caverns of Time, which is where Dragon Souls is, and some of those older raids and dungeons are. Right? So it's pretty quick for me to get there. Like, I mean, incredibly quick. So we're at 437. Let me log out. Let me go on my druid. Zandalari. Don't be shy. Alright. I said I would stop, but I can't help it. It's the voodoo man. It's just completely possessed me. So, you know, I know my fat pumpkin head's in the way again, but you like it. We've got balance, which is range DPS. We've got feral, meow, kitty cat with the claws. We've got the guardian, the big bear, and restoration for healing. The only class in the game that's got 4 trees. You can literally do it all, including, sorry. Oh, watch this. So that Vicryl helm that I got from archaeology, it makes it that I'm bigger. So that's usually a standard bear form, about the height of a blood elf. Watch. No? Okay. So that's my bear form. And that I got from doing the quest Balance of Power. It was an incredibly difficult thing to do. It actually required some people to join me to help me in a raid due to game mechanics, not because I'm incompetent. And then when I go to cat form, you might be thinking, well, that's... what the hell is that? Where's your fancy cat? I will show you my fancy cat because I'm going to go feral. So that's the green... or, yeah, the green bear. Oh, I see what happened. Yeah. Hold on. I see what happened here. I have to do this every time I change, Wait, do I have to do this every time? 435, 4... Agility, stamina, crit, mastery. Sorry, now I'm puzzled. I'm trying to figure out what I should do. Bear with me here because it's been a while. So, item level 435, this is item level 440. However, this will give me stamina, versatility, and mastery. Stamina, agility, crit, and mastery. This one's got a shit ton of versatility. What is versatility? It increases the damage and healing done. Okay, maybe that's why I didn't use it even though it's 5 item level points higher. Okay, no matter. Let me get on my Grand Expedition Yacht. Let me...
Come, shop, browse.
What the hell is that? First of all... excuse me. Legion artifact. Yeah, we can change that. So, like as an example, I know it's like really small. That's what she said. Now I can be this guy right here, right? Like the green. I see that? The orange. I know it's super tiny. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Piss on it. There's the red, there's the blue. Let me do the red. 140 gold. Now when I go into cat form, you see what's happening there? That's it. That's the flex. But now if I go into bear form, while under this skill, like this spec of feral, I'm like a turtle with spikes, which I don't like as much. But you would never want to go bear form while you're feral. It's no longer like it used to be back in the day. I'm actually going to Dreamwalk. Back to the Emerald Dreamway from last expansion. It's the class town hall or whatever for your class, so both Horde and Alliance druids can do this. They can go back there. Back to Legion. See, there's a Worgen there. We're technically enemies, but we are brothers in the world of druidism. And it brings you here, right? In the Dream Grove. In Val'Shara, Broken Isles. Again, let's just zoom right out to get a little bit of perspective there. Just south of Northrend, where the Lich King expansion was. And we're at the top left right here. Oh, my fat pumpkin head's not in the way. And then we're all the way at the top left here, which only druids can come to. Anyhow, when you're here, I can go to Feralis. That's pretty cool. From the original WoW map. Grizzly Hills from Wrath of the Lich King. Dream Grove, which we'll go to. Mount Hyjal. Hinterlands and Duskwood. So you can move around quite a bit. I might not be a mage, but don't you worry about a thing. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you a little bit more up close what it is I'm working on in terms of the forms with my cat and bear, whether I go guardian or feral. And this is that whole thing where I got to figure out and get my shit together. What am I doing? Do I want to be a big fat glowing bear or cat? Or do I want to be a troll with, you know, glowing fur? So that's what I'm going to show you now. So check this out. Yeah, that's right. You have to have the artifact equipped from back in the day. So that's the bear one. We'll put that up here. Where is... Don't tell me I don't have it with me. That would abso-frickin-lutely piss me off. I don't think I have them. That is unbelievable. Wow. To be honest with you, it's really not that flashy. This is the flashiest. And there's different color variants that I can do with this. So sadly, I can't show you what I'm missing, because apparently I don't have the artifact weapon equipped. Okay, that's fine. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Let me do bear form. Because this is the fanciest cat form I want anyways, I already have it. There's really not much else to go on about it. Like I said... I mean, you could see the blue there. This is what I'm able to do now. Then there's the blue. How come I can't... How come I can't bring... That makes no sense. No. Anyways, it's kind of dumb, but that's what it is there. Then there's this one, like the primal... That is so stupid. That I just can't move that up. Oh, there! My god, you have to right-click on it. And that's as far as I can zoom in. What the hell just happened there? I am so confused. I must have hit a button.
I have just the thing, Wanderer.
I know this is really slow. But I'm trying to showcase what I'm talking about. So the blue one was just from doing the Mage Tower Challenge last expansion, which was absolutely difficult, depending on how your item level was. Then again, that goes for most things in the game. There's the Primal Stalker green, right? That's the Nature's Fury orange. Now, I didn't unlock the other colors. There's like a bluish one. There's like a turquoise one. It looks really, really wild. I don't have that one. I don't know what's required because I can't equip the old artifact to show you. These are only the ones that I've actually unlocked. See, like that's the tree branch looking cat. But then look at the different color variant, right? Because those are the three that I've unlocked. Then we've got this one, the white, the blue. That's the one that pretty much everybody gets. Then the black one, and then the green one. So as you could tell, bam, right? That one tends to be arguably the flashiest one. Sorry. Let me go Guardian. Because I can't show you the Guardian ones while being in another spec. And I actually have the Guardian artifact here. So I can show you everything. This is what we used to do last expansion. And it was really, really a lot of fun. So that's the standard one. Anyways, let me just show you this. So you used to like put relics and like Rage Sleeper, Iron Claws armor increased by 5%. Like you would put points in and you would build up your artifact weapon. You only had the one weapon. Now, some of these I don't have unlocked here. I have them unlocked on my Alliance Druid, but because things are account-wide, I get the skin account-wide, just not the actual thing here. So the Claws of Ursoc, that's pretty much everybody gets that. Then if you do the Order Hall, you get the brown one. You get the Pillars of Creation, recover one of the Pillars of Creation. I kind of like the black and white one, but I think I have that one unlocked. Complete the first major campaign effort. So, you know, the colors can drastically change. Now, this turquoise reddish one is exclusive to the trolls. I don't think Worgen and all that, or Tauren, can use that exact color right there. Stonepaw, I do have some of these, where you're like a stone bear. I'm not too too crazy on him. I like the idea of it. Like, it's pretty cool. It's just, it's not my thing. I actually kind of really like that one. That's the one that I got for doing Balance of Power. That was an absurdly difficult, time-consuming one. Not too crazy about the mask, but whatever. Now, if I do Unlost Monstrosities, I could get a blue variant. But I don't know if I need to redo Balance of Power on this druid because I don't technically have it completed. I don't want to have to go back to my Night Elf, or my Worgen druid to do that all over again. It's just, no. I don't think I could do it. Anyhow, that's the blue one. I kind of like the purple one and the red one. So I kind of like, you know, the red and the green are quite flashy. Even the purple. But this one I'd have to do a level 15 Keystone Mythic Mode dungeon. Well, from last expansion. And then this one I'd have to do Glory of the Legion Hero. But again, I don't know if I can do that if I haven't technically unlocked it here. I probably can't. This is what I will get for hitting 10th rank in PvP. So it's sort of like a play on that white bear, but with more flashiness and glowing, which is what I'm all about, right? Like, I've got this. This'll be my glowy one. I don't know which one I like more. This one is pretty cool. Honor level 30. Absolutely can't stand that color. So I'm not looking forward to reaching level 30. Level 50 is green, but then it's like, which green do I want? That makes you look almost like a fell bear. Get it? From, like, you know, the fell magic from Burning Crusade. And then Honor 80. You get like a black and red. That's way flashier than this. But I am about the flashy, right? So I do kind of like that, but I don't know if I'll ever get that. The green I really like. So I struck lucky that the green wasn't like, you know, something over here. Because like the blue I don't care about. Purple I don't mind too much. Anyhow, this is what you can't unlock anymore. I would show it to you, but it's not even available anymore. It's the Mage Tower, but for being in Guardian spec. I did it in Feral, which is why I got that flaming, glowing orange cat. And I just didn't have the time or the energy to finish it, so they completely removed it from the game. And it's a shame that they did that, but it is what it is. I don't think they'll ever bring it back. But it was pretty spectacular. You basically looked like a Yeti, kinda. You were like on 2 feet, and you were walking, and you were pounding the ground with your front paws, and you were punching people instead of biting them. It was actually pretty wild. But yeah, like I said, honor level 80, I can't say I'm motivated to ever do that. Even 50. It's like, to me, that one's pretty cool. You know what I mean? Like, even from green to white, like that one, it contrasts pretty nice. Like I said, it's almost like a glowing version of that, minus the beads. So that I'm really excited to get. And what have I done here again? This is what keeps screwing me up when I switch specs. Oh, it's because I don't have... I have the old actual claws on. Let me get my... There we go. Yeah, so like I said, this I'm liking. It's pretty neat. I just don't know what the hell I want to do now. I've already worked on my rogue a little bit. 437. See, he's only 3 item levels behind. People are much higher than this now, but that's not the point. Now I'm just trying to figure out what it is I want to do. We're at about 34, 35 minutes. I may bring this casually to an end soon. I'm kind of struggling to figure out what I could do productively. Right? That's kind of like the problem right now. As I don't know what to do. I'm still trying to figure that out. I could do some transmog for clothing, but when you spend most of your time in an animal form, what you're wearing's kind of irrelevant.
Something has spooked one of the Brutusos, sending it into a panic. Oh, this chaos is
This
the last thing
chaos.
this city needs.
Yeah, so... Tree ant form. Everybody knows that tree ant form. It's pretty cool. And then because I'm Zandalari, that's actually my bird form. For like when I go balance, but I have it so that I'm in human form like this, but I have like an astral glowing appearance. Now as you saw, I drank that thing to make me bigger, but it puts that stupid thing on. I can't actually transmog it to get rid of that helmet that it puts on you. But it's a permanent account-wide way of making yourself bigger, so it's actually pretty cool. Like, look at how tall I am compared to the average NPC or real player. Like, that's pretty cool. Even compared to a big honkin' Tauren. Look at him. Up your protein, man. You're coming up short, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's right, you disappear. And then compared to an orc. Like, I mean, look at that, that's pretty wild. And I'm on a step lower than him. That's right, boy. See that glowing stuff? That's that corruption again. From having corruption gear. I have some corruption, but for some reason I don't appear to be glowing much. Anyways, whatever. I think one of the things I'm gonna do... First of all, I can fly in this expansion, in this map, because I did the long, brutal flight path thing a while back. And it was actually quite time-consuming. So it's difficult psychologically. Because it takes so much time, right? And I'm just so glad that I just don't have to do it again. So yeah, so that's, like I said, my overall dilemma. I just don't know what to do. I mean, I can turn off world PvP, forget the PvP altogether. Just fly around, help people out. I got a mount where I can have another person ride with me. And then I can fly them around. Whatever. Hell, there could be an alliance that needs help with a quest. He's trying to fight an elite somewhere in Elwyn Forest. I don't know, like Hogger. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of like doing random stuff like that. Wow, those were completed months ago, the last time I played, but this thing was blinking. This icon up here was driving me nuts. So, see what's inside the toolbox. Ah, sure, why not? We'll do that one. These are your follower mission thingies. Excuse me. So we'll do that. This flight form is exclusive to the Zandalari druid, in case you're wondering. It's pretty cool. Ah, it's similar to that beast right there. Isn't that a coincidence? A spectral terror wing. So I'm basically like a terror wing. But anyways. So now I'm just going to look around the map. This is the most current expansion. These two spots right here, right? And I have an add-on that shows me a bunch of stuff. Like, hey, 430? No, I already got a 430 item level. Like if I was looking to improve my gear, right? I could technically do that. I could look around and 280, well that's atrocious. I don't need rep, I can fly. So it's sort of like, what can I do? And this is the part where I'm just unsure of what to do. which is why I was... Oh! I could do those assaults. So the N'Zoth forces have come in one of the last couple of expansions. They're in Uldum, but they're also in midst of Pandaria. I almost completely forgot about that. And you get a cache when you do the assault. And to be honest with you, I might be a little punk. And I might turn off my PvP so that I don't get disturbed while I'm doing it. Because there is no benefit to being in PvP while you're doing these, as far as I know. There's no benefit. I don't have anything to prove. So that's all the way south of Orgrimmar. South of, oh my goodness. The hell's it called? Thunderbluff. Directly, right? And then Tenaris. Right? It's all the way down there. It's in Uldum, which was in Cataclysm. I think that was a zone that opened up in Cataclysm. Just west of Tenaris, which is where I was when I was on my rogue there. When I was in the Caverns of Time, which was like right here. So we could go there. And then the other one's in Pandaria. Oops, that's Northrend. Wait, I'm confused. Yeah, Kalimdor. Sorry, there's Pandaria. There's the other one that you can go to, Vale of Eternal Blossoms. That one we've got 4 days to do it and you get a cache. And the cache, again, is quite simple. You get a piece of loot. So I think what I'm going to do is do the one that's... I should go back to the Caverns of Time. So watch how I do this. I can't hearth because I used it a while ago. Let me go to Dalaran because that's from my Legion Hearthstone. No, was that Legion or it might have been or Battle? Oh man, I'm confused with all the expansions. That's what happens when you don't keep up, eh? It's unbelievable. I think I'll just go there and I'll start doing the quests, but I don't know if I'm actually going to do them. Oh, someone's multi-boxing. Or it looks like it. So we're in the newer Dalaran. Let's go to Orgrimmar. You can turn off-world PvP anywhere at an inn, but you can only turn it on in Stormwind if you're Alliance, and then if you're Horde in Orgrimmar. But do you see that, though? Like how tall I am? It's pretty wild. But the thing is I don't understand how come I'm not glowing in corruption. I have corruption gear, I have corruption. There's 3 pieces that are corrupting me. Anyhow. So now that we're here, this is the new... I say new, like in recent memory. Compared to years ago. See, this is the entrance to Orgrimmar right here. Right there, that's the front of Orgrimmar. And then that's where you go in. You have like your, you know, the auction house there. Whatever the hell that thing is called, I forget. So that's the newish part right here. And then you've got all the portals there. You got a closed gate here with nothing in there. But if you go down here, the Caverns of Time portal stands on its own over here. And that's again where I was on my rogue earlier in the video when I was working on those shadowy gems. And I forgot to do what I said I was going to do. Son of a beehive. So we're in Tenaris Desert. I mean, I could go to Gadget Zan and then just kind of like fly to... Or actually I can... Ramkin. Yeah, let me just go to Ramkin. I'll just turn off the PvP there. You essentially get phased, is what happens, and it removes the, you know, the PvP. It'll remove your buffs though too. Like I'll lose these PvP talents. But quite honestly, I don't really care. Can I turn it off while I'm here? Probably. Yeah, see, this can be turned off in any rest area, but can only be turned on in Orgrimmar. So that's what we're gonna do.
What's up?
Holy flight paths, eh? Ramkin, Uldum. Yeah, that's where we'll go. So everybody knows Daenerys that knows World of Warcraft, even remotely. And then, again, like I said, Uldum. Yeah, so I mean, I'm having fun. Like I said, this is a good time sink. It's a good... Oh. Sorry, something messed up there for a second because I have my PS4 controller plugged into my computer. Just so I can charge it. But if I turn it on, it opens up my Steam in that weird Steam mode view. Yeah, I'm still recording, okay. So like I said, I'll just briefly start this, but I won't go like in great depth with all the quests, because I kind of do have to go soon. We're already past the 45-minute mark. I absolutely refuse to go over an hour. See, there's a few people roaming around, and that's the one thing I hate about World of Warcraft. You know, compared to a game like Guild Wars 2, which you don't have to pay for each month. First of all, it runs like shit compared to World of Warcraft, even with my current setup running it at 30 frames a second in Guild Wars. Turning down the graphics, it'll still dip here and there. It's still playable, but it's definitely not butter smooth like World of Warcraft. But you can't go anywhere without seeing someone. You could pick like a part of the map in Guild Wars 2 that you... Oh, look at all this. There's all these... Oh, that's cool. But anyhow, there's all these places you can go to, old and new zones. Mind you, your character scales with the zone anyway, so you're always scaled. There is no noob zone where you can just go and one-shot hogger. You know what I'm saying? So, it's always a challenge, which Guild Wars 2 does a phenomenal job at that.
The Amathet are mustering for another
and basically, you just can't go anywhere, so there's always that sense of like the world feels alive and not dead. Whereas World of Warcraft, when a new expansion comes out, it almost kills all the other zones. There's no reason for you to go to Northrend. What are you going to find in Northrend? But if you went there, you know, 12 frickin' years ago, right? It's like if we went to Eastern and Western Plaguelands right now. Yeah, there'd be a couple of people, but it's nothing like it would be in 2005, 2006. Get it? Because there's no reason for you to be there. Guild Wars 2, I have to admit, does an amazing job at giving you a reason to be in these multiple different areas. Now, most people don't gank here, but I just want to show you what happens. See how you can see that Zandalari Troll druid right there? See how I just got phased all of a sudden, and it's like, vroom. It's basically a parallel universe, if you will. And it's pretty cool because I've opted out of PvP. So this way there's no ganking, the rewards are the same. Like I said, there is no Coalition Visions, I forget what those are for.
Farewell, traveler.
But these are some of the dailies that a lot of people do.
Well, time to get to work.
So I just wanted to show you that briefly. So as you can see, you can AFK, you can just enjoy the game without getting ganked. And I'm sorry, but to me that's amazing. And because we're here...
You need something?
Can you show me Uldum the way it was during the time of the Cataclysm?
Farewell.
So you could quest like it was during the Cataclysm without all this new stuff with the newest expansion. And it brings you back in time. And to me that is pretty amazing. So like I said, this just makes it... easier in some ways if you're worried about getting your arse kicked. Because what do you have to prove to anybody? You know? Vuk'Laz the Earthbreaker. You know what? Let's just go over there and see what happens. I think he's like a world boss or something like that. And funny enough, this is a place that you can actually go to and portal back to where I had Hearth originally in the latest expansion. I know I'm just rambling on about nothing, but just doing what I'm doing right now, like this whole thing, is just so much fun for me. See, now we gotta do this thing. So that would be like a world boss. You'd probably have to queue up for it. Definitely. There's no way in hell I can solo that. I could probably look for a group to get it done. It looks like those people are waiting for a group to get it done. I think it's a weekly like world boss thing. You can get some loot and whatnot. I might opt to do that. This area, to be honest with you, it's just basic little quests that you're gonna do. And as you do them, the bar fills up as you do some random silly little tasks, just like your everyday questing. Really nothing out of the ordinary. And then I get a chest with potentially a piece of gear that's hopefully a little bit higher than what I got to slowly climb me up to whatever the cap is. Right? But ultimately, the main thing really is that PvP thing right there. 445. Then once I'm at 445, the bar keeps going up. The item level will go up. Like if my item level was at 445, this might be 450 or 455. You see what I'm saying? Like it scales with you within reason. And it also does a catch-up thing. How I told you, you only get 500. That's the max you can get for that week. But because I've been away for a couple of months, I could play catch-up and just keep repeating the bar until I've caught up to like today, if that makes any sense. So if I'm like 8 pieces of gear behind, like 8 weeks behind, I could just keep doing conquest stuff, arenas, until I get those 8 pieces of gear. So I still have to put the work in, but there's no time gate for me to get caught up to people. So those are some of the little things in life that WoW has done in order to make the game a little bit more accessible to people, make it quote-unquote easier. I don't like using the word easier because that's usually not the right word. Delist my group. I don't know what happened there because I'm a noob and I'm not paying attention. I'm gonna do sign up. Except I don't know. Yeah, I'll tank it. Sure, why not? I don't really know what I'm doing, but whatever. Yeah, I definitely don't want to go in there alone because, oh, Jesus. Yeah, they reset him. See how he just despawned there? So it looks like these people need to do it. I'll just see how long this takes. Because, I mean, I brought you all the way out here, especially if you're still watching this. It's like I brought you all the way out here. Let me kind of give you an idea of what it's like to team up with a bunch of people. And, you know, this is fun. Like I said, for me, I enjoy doing this stuff. There's another person with a... This one's not a terror mount. It's called a Pterodax. In which I can turn into one. What do they call it? No, whatever. Yeah, so he despawned. I don't really know. Oh, I already have that quest. So he is back. I don't know if I'm supposed to... Oh boy, he's on me now. And I'm getting my ass whooped. I don't have terrible gear in terms of, like, PvE. I'm definitely... I usually don't mouse click, it's just I forget what button is my growl so I can hold aggro. I'm just trying to stay calm. Oh, it is there. I found my button for the growl. As you can see, 60 frames, we've got a bunch of people. Things are pretty smooth with my new graphics card. My RTX 2070 Super. And I'm just having a blast. I wouldn't have been able to do this with my rogue, but I would have flashy daggers instead, right? So like I said, it's all about what is it I want to do more. I can survive a little better. Let me try to grab the aggro off of these little bastards. Which can sometimes be a little difficult. But that's one bloody hell of a scarab. Yeah, I think they got the ads. I get a little stressed out because now I'm like recording and I don't know if I'm supposed to grab the aggro from all the ads or whatever. No one's yelling at me yet, so that's kind of a good sign. Yeah, so after this I will end the video. So yeah, like I said, I like doing this. I'm just trying to focus a little bit. And we almost got him down. See, a bunch of people got some loot. And their loot was like 445. Yeah, it looks like it's a 445 loot. And it looks like I got diddly nothing. I got nothing for that. Because you're not guaranteed to get anything, right? Just wanted to make that clear. But, oh, wow. Before I pull aggro there. I was like, forget that. So I left the group. How long do I have for this? I have 1 day, 7 hours. Oh yeah, we're just about to hit the 1 hour mark. I absolutely refuse to go over an hour. There's not a snowball's chance anybody in hell made it all the way to the end. There's just none. It's impossible. I'm not captivating enough for that to happen. But that's okay, because what I'm doing, I enjoy more than you'll ever know. Especially with this game, even though it can drive me a little bit up the walls. Yeah, so I am going to end it here. It's 3:15. I got maybe another half hour, 40 minutes to myself. I'm going to see if I'm going to do something else. But you see, like, I could just attack these guys here. Maybe I'll just show you this really quick. See, I couldn't do this on my rogue. Because I would effing die. You know what I mean? Like, I would just die a miserable death. But, you know, I'm a big badass. So, gives you an idea, 10% right there, just from killing some random stuff. And because I'm in bird form, I can kind of come here, loot it without getting dismounted. That's only going to give me 1%. So that's what can, like, take a while, 12%. You see that? You're just doing stuff to drive back the whatever you want to call it. So you stay in that purple zone. These skulls, that's just an add-on. It's to show me where rares could potentially be. So there could potentially be a rare somewhere around here, but there isn't one because they're rare. Not saying if I would have seen it, it wouldn't have made it as rare. But anyhow, you get the idea. See, there's an alliance here, but that's okay. We can't harm each other. That's why they're like an orange color.
Greetings.
Welcome emote used to be you are welcome. Get it? But now they've changed it to you're welcoming people. So it's like a different take on the emote, and it's auditory as well now. Yeah, that boots you once you go inside out of bird form. People are just waiting to click on towers to destroy them again. Like I said, it's this is the part that's like, it's easy, but it's a time sink, right? It takes time. So everything that I just did, beating that boss, this, that, and the other thing, blah, 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 blah. Imagine if I did that on my rogue. That's double the time, right? It might even take me longer because I can't tank it. Most people don't want to tank. Most people are DPS. See? Look what clicking those 3 pillars did. Bam, 28%. Right? Anyhow, I think you get the idea. I just wanted to share with you. See, I could come here, rescue these guys. That gives me a percent. So it's not like any of this is truly difficult. It's just literally that. How much time do you want to spend? Oh, that gave me 5%. Excellent. And there's a little thing to click on here. So I'm not going to go all the way to 100%, like I said. I'm going to... I don't think I'll get credit for this because I think an alliance tagged it. I can't even tell. Oh, no, I guess it was a horde. I guess it was a hordy horde. Anyhow. You know what? You're not forced to stay here. Maybe I will keep recording. I've already broken my 1 hour rule. I said I would never do it. And I did it. And I did it. %, still 39%. Am I not going up? Or do I have to release them all in order to get, like, the credit or whatever? So like I said, the balanced druid, oh man. Where you're like shooting laser beams and just like a bunch of stuff. Solar beams, lunar beams. I'm almost tempted to just show you quickly since I've already been at this for so long, but that's where it can get flashy for me. And that eyeball that keeps popping up, it's part of the corruption curse, because for some of the positives that I get from the new gear that I got, I also get some negatives that can proc. Yeah, I'm probably gonna stop anyways in a few... There we go, done. So now we're at 56%, so... Anyways, this more than gave you an idea as to what had to be done. I don't think this will help. This is part of a quest. But I just love getting in there, big, fat, glowing bear. you really stand out. I don't have shiny daggers that shoot snowballs out and snowflakes. But instead, you know, I can do what I'm doing here. And then I just gotta figure out what's more enjoyable to me. Doing this on one character's not so bad. But again, I'm gonna repeat myself 2 times. It couldn't even hit me. That's funny. It's just too much. Like I said, everything that I've just done. No way, Jose. Ain't gonna do that again. Yeah, my ass is starting to kill me from this stupid chair, and it's making me, like, incredibly uncomfortable. So this is usually where I need a break anyways, like where I physically have to get up. But I really enjoyed doing this, like I said. I know that there's probably nobody that's going to make it to the end of this video, but, I mean, that's life, right? You either do this first for the passion, or you're only in it for the clicks and the money. I mean, sure, I'm poor, and I'd like to make a living from this, but realistically, not everybody gets to do that. No matter how bad you want it, doesn't mean you're going to make it. Definitely off to a bloody good start, though. I've already pretty much replaced half of my regular income in, you know, less than a year. So, I mean, that's pretty insane. How long is it going to stay like that? Is it going to keep growing? I don't know. In due time, right? That's all you can do. So we're back in this spot here, because why not? Oh, there's something going on here. A little event there. A ritual of some sort. And I think that's down below. Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know how you start it. I don't know what you do to trigger it, but I think the fact that I've got the games on max, there's almost no stutter whatsoever. Oh, there, that did it. 92%. Well, you know what? It looks like we are going to do the whole thing together. Now that I've come this far, I might as well. And then I get to show you what's in my sack. Don't get too excited. I get to show you what's in my cache. You know what I'm saying? What am I caching? What am I working with? Now those things will whoop your ass, those great worms. That's a big badass worm. Now we just need to kill, like literally. I think this will give me 2%, so I should go up to 94% after this. But just sort of that whole, like, running in there and whooping the shit out of everything. Again, that's the whole bear form thing, right? The whole tank build. You're a little bit slower at killing stuff, but I was gonna say look at my health, but my fat pumpkin head's in the way again. I'm at 98% health. Whereas the rogue, a little bit more fragile, but definitely more DPS. Wouldn't be able to pull off half the shit that I do on my rogue as I do on the druid. Because it's a different, completely different playstyle. I'm talking like when I'm feral there, like when I'm a stealthing cat versus a stealthing troll. It is a little bit different. Alright, come at me. Just pull them all. Now my health is at about 60%. Just did a little cooldown. Now I'm back up to 100%. That's it. Now that I've done this, it says optional, speak to Captain Hadan. And then the other option is to kill Sabotok. Who in the blue hell is Sabotok? I don't know how to do that. Well, by this point, if you've made it this far in the video, an hour and 10 minutes, you can probably stand to wait another minute for me to figure out what the hell that thing is that I'm supposed to do. I just have no idea what's going on. Like who, where, what? Assault on Black Empire? No, that's not it. Visions of N'Zoth? No, that's not it. Oh man. I don't know. There's a yellow arrow here. This might be leading me astray. It might be. I don't know. Again, it's optional to talk to Captain Hadan. I think it's that big thing that I killed back there, but I don't know. Yeah, see, there's nowhere to turn in a quest here. I think I know what it is. I think I gotta go to that pyramid and kill that thing that I just helped somebody kill. Sorry, someone left me, Sorry, I got spaced out there for a second. I was stuck on a comment someone left on one of my YouTube videos. Yeah, okay, so I was right. Yeah, it is this thing right here. There, Captain Hadan's there, but again, you don't have to talk to him. Demon Hunters are pretty cool. That's one of... that guy is there. I got a Night Elf one. But that's again what I'm trying to get away from is, oh, that's cool, this is cool. Oh, I miss my Orc Hunter, I can do this, I can do that. Like where... Oh, a Nua, a rare. That's what that glowing bird is. I'm gonna stun his ass. What's in the bowl, bitch? Now, I think at this point, again, I don't have to speak to him. I'm kind of confused now. Why can't I find... Okay, we're in Uldum, and we're doing the N'Zoth assaults, but it's not a Visions of N'Zoth. I'm trying to find... Return to high... Oh, there it tells you, return to high... Okay, great. Yeah, we returned back to where I was starting to head back to. Again, this is what happens when you're rusty and you just don't remember stuff. It's a big game, it's a lot to remember, it's a lot to take in. But, again... I'm having fun, like I said, this is a huge time sink. But I figure if I play maybe an hour a day, maybe, might not be able to always record everything I do. But it might be a way for me to get my babbling on. get my gamer vlog on, right? Can't continuously play the story mode for Days Gone forever, you know what I mean? It's not as dynamic as a game like World of Warcraft. Now let's see what we get in the bag.
State your business.
There's that cash. Hour and 20 minutes. What's in the bag?
Post.
What's in there? We're gonna find out in just a minute. Stay tuned when we return after this commercial break. No, I'm just kidding. Here it is. So we got some coalition, some currency. A 430 helm. Oh, a helm that's 20 points lower than what I had. Mother. But, you know, you do them because you never know. It could have been gloves. My gloves are only 410. Could have used 430 gloves. 405 chest. Ooh. Yeah, anyhow. For real. This time. I'm not even kidding. I'm totally done now. So if you liked the video... The hell am I hearing? Oh, it might be the printer. Anyways, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. You didn't like the video, give it a thumbs down. Now make sure when you play the game, that's what happens to you right there. Zoom, you completely disappear. Okay, he wasn't supposed to come back. Why did he come back? No. I can do that thing that he did. Anyhow. If you want to subscribe to the channel, I mean, naturally that would be great, but if not, thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care, boys and girls, or whatever it is you identify as, and as always, hopefully I'll see at least some of you in the next video. Bye now.